Hi, my name is Tamika Hill. I'm the owner of Step by Step. I am a licensed clinical social worker, and today's topic will be about men in therapy. So I want to address some of the negative stigmas attached to men in therapy. One being in most recent events, the sheriff, unfortunately, who was deemed to have committed suicide. There was a lot of negative comments along with that, and unfortunately, men in therapy is so looked upon as a negative aspect of being a man, but at the end of the day, men need help just as much as women do. But because society deemed men to be strong and the only way they can properly respond is in anger, what do you think men do with all the balled up emotions they have? They were not taught to have emotions as young people. Most of the time, whether it's a single mother raising them or a man, boys don't cry. You can't do that. You got to be strong. You can't do this. You need to be a man up, boss up, whatever the words you've heard in your childhood. It's led us to believe that men are supposed to have on this copper or titanium suit, so to speak. And what do you think they really do behind the scenes in their thoughts with all the things that they may struggle with? They hurt, they bleed just like everybody else, but society does not allow them to have an open space for that. So I have a question for everyone today, and it may seem strange, but it does apply. Who helped Superman? And most people will say Lois Lane, but actually she helped Clark Kent, not Superman. So how do we start working on that? How do we start helping Superman? One, we have to start normalizing emotions and not making them all these negative stigmas that go along with that. It's okay for a man to cry. Does he have to do it publicly? No. But if he does, that does not make him all the negative names that come with that. It does not mean that somebody's going to take advantage of him because he's crying. Most people cry when they're angry, but we don't see that to be negative. So the second thing I would say is start normalizing that the man does not have all the answers. Nobody does. Women don't and men don't. We can't pressure men to be more than what they are meant to be. No different than what we can pressure women to be. There are all these titles we put on men. Those are titles. Those are not people. Men are people and they are human with all kind of emotions. And sometimes we need to do a check-in, not just what up, bro? What up, homie? More than that. What's going on with you today? How your mental? How is everything else going in your life? Like, we just kind of casually talk to men. We never really sit with them and just have a real talk about what's going on. So at Step by Step, I actually have a high number of clientele of men, not just young teenagers, but also adult males. One thing about therapy, you have to find the right person for you. Every therapist is not for every person. So therapy helps to create a safe space that maybe you can't talk to your friends about, or you can't talk to your family about, or you just need to unwind and it's like your cigarette or your alcohol moment when you're drinking. It's a release moment. So therapy shouldn't be a job, but it's a moment of relief. And then you don't have to worry about being judged. You don't have to worry about it going anywhere. You literally come to therapy to unwind. And then when you're gone, guess what? Now you have another sense of resetting to go back out into society and live in all these boxes that people put you in, unfortunately. Because unfortunately, we can't change society overnight, but we need to start normalizing therapy for men. All races, all colors, all genders. To sum everything up, how do we start getting men to come into therapy? My sisters, I know you want to tell your husbands, your brothers, your fathers, oh, you need therapy and it'll fix you. Really encouraging brotherhood and encouraging more brothers to seek therapy would be more normal, because unfortunately, what do most men do? They don't want to be told what to do. None of us do, honestly. So it's more of a brother to brother, a father to father. Therapy is like a relief. It's not a necessity, but it's a benefit. So making it a benefit and not a job will make it more comfortable for brothers to start coming in. And I mean of all races when I say brothers, because we all bleed the same. So men, start talking to your friends, your uncles, your cousins, your sons, your grandparents, and start just talking about, man, I need to talk to somebody, because sometimes talking to your brother or your friend You're not going to always be honest, but in therapy, you could truly be you. And although, yes, I'm a woman, I've been raised with a lot of men, so I do have some male perspectives. And some female therapists do have male perspectives. We're trained to be neutral, not biased.